I do want to start on KKR's earnings last week. One of your co-CEOs said that KKR now, of importance to them, is expanding beyond the US and specifically mentioned Europe. What does a KKR with an increased importance place on Europe look like?
First of all, Danny, great to see you, and it's so reassuring that we can all be here in person. If you keep in mind that 2 years ago, it was almost the super return here in Berlin, which was at the end of the pre-pandemic period, and now we're reopening it with thousands of people here, and it's good to see you healthy and in good form.
Likewise.
Thank you. In terms of Europe, it has never been more interesting to invest in Europe at this time. It is simply because this pandemic has amply shown that the main trends that we see in the world, i.e. tech penetration, the fact that aging societies really put a huge weight on healthcare systems, and lastly, sustainability, really people thinking about how the world is changing around climate change, etc., are being accelerated. And Europe, in most of those trends, is behind the US or Asia. So KKR as an entrepreneurial investor has a real track record in partnering with families, with entrepreneurs, with companies to help them leapfrog into that direction.
So if that's the kind of business, what are the sectors? What are some of the specifics where you're finding those gaps, you're finding those opportunities?
So I give you one statistic. The tech content of the S&P 500 is approaching 40%. In Europe, the same number is in the single-digit percent. So all of the European companies are grappling with tech transformation. That is a massive challenge for everyone. So our TMT sector, we have done more than 150 tech deals globally, is one of its kind here in Europe, because what really our partners are looking for is, of course, the Europeans on the ground, but more importantly, the ability to talk to what's happening in Silicon Valley, but at the same time, what's happening in Asia.
Tech's not cheap, though.
It is not cheap, but we have a big opportunity for growth. And Danny, what KKR is maybe doing a little differently from others is that through these partnerships, we're able to get into these transactions a little bit better, because our partners are not looking to optimize the price right at entry. They're looking to optimize the value creation over time in the overall equation, both at the entry and at the exit.
So along with all of Europe, you really have led part of the effort to build out KKR's presence in Germany as well. Of course, we find ourselves in Germany and Berlin right now, and we find ourselves in Germany with a new leadership, the SPD likely taking the chancellery, the traffic light coalition, with a more left-leaning, let's say, government coming into power. How do you view the business environment in Germany and specifically for private equity?
Danny, the air of change is coming to Germany. You think about the coalition that we're talking about, it's a combination of the fiscally conservative Liberal Democrats, the socially liberal Social Democrats, and then the reform-oriented, forward-leaning Green Party. It's a very German phenomenon that you make that work, all three together, but it gives us that air of change that people are embracing all the meta trends that I just talked about. Technology is very much a liberal domain, of course climate change and sustainability, the Green Party, and the fabric to make it all work for all is something that the Social Democrats are known for. So as KKR, we see that very positively, and we believe it will further accelerate the investment opportunity here in Germany.
Is inflation a problem? Christine Lagarde says that it's temporary, as many central bankers do. Do you agree, or is this an issue for Europe?
I mean, macroeconomically, central banks have tripled their balance sheets. As we come out of the crisis, it was clear that bumps would occur because of that. We have to discern between short-term supply chain disruptions and other inflationary trends that result from that. And then long-term, how do we get out of that monetary and fiscal accommodation without creating long-term inflation? We as thematic investors believe the best we can do is on the micro level, invest behind companies that have pricing power. Many of these tech, healthcare and sustainability companies that we invest behind do have that pricing power.
Let's get into that sustainability question, because KKR has doubled, or plans at least to double, their ESG investing team. What does that look like for you? What have you had to change as ESG investing becomes more important for your investors? I
mean, you refer to our co-CEOs quarterly announcements they made, where ESG clearly is one of the key thematic trends that KKR is leaning in massively behind. Here in Europe, it's one of the areas where Europe is ahead of the world, quite frankly, in terms of Asia and the US. That means our more forward-leaning private equity fund will be Article 8 compliant, which means we not only incorporate ESG criteria across the firm in everything we do, every investment, the criteria, we measure it quarterly, we publish it annually, but we think proactively ahead, what can be investments that can represent societal changes and improvements in ESG terms.
So, Philip, unfortunately, we have less than a minute left, but just quickly before I let you go, private equity has done very well, did well through the pandemic, has come out on the other side. What are you still worrying about? What could derail the rally?
Danny, it felt pretty lonely in April 2020. We were investing 3 times more than we usually would during that crisis. It felt scary, but in the end, we were right because of that focus on the themes we talked about. Coming out of the crisis, my concern is that overall people potentially put too much leverage in the system. But as long as you stick to those trends and create fundamental changes to your investments, you will be coming out very well on the other side. And that's really what differentiates KKR, our sustainable investing approach, and within Europe, that partnership approach around these themes. With that, we go optimistically into the future.
Philip, so great to catch up with you today. Wonderful to be in person here. Francine, that's Philip Freysa, the co-head of European Private Equity at KKR.